So hello and welcome back to my Civilization 6 stream. We are 250 turns in now, so approximately, well, exactly halfway through the maximum the game can be. Never usually goes all the way up to 500 turns, so it's very rare that you get a score victory unless you're specifically trying to get one. I think we're going for a science victory. We are leading probably by quite a considerable amount. Yeah, we have 40... Well, we're only 5 techs in front of the Cree, but we're making 343 science per turn to his 107. Obviously, the AI starts with a bit of a boost, so that's probably why they're in front. The main thing we have to worry about is the possibility of a diplomatic victory, because the Cree are kind of leading the way there, but I don't think we have an awful lot to worry about in real terms. Let us carry on. We're already in line to get a golden age at the end of this era. So I think you were getting a farm there. I keep forgetting with Korea that Sayuns give 1 science to adjacent mines and 1 food to adjacent farms, but I kind of put it in a place where it couldn't really get any farms or anything else next to it, really. We could potentially give up another production to work an extra food. How many turns until we grow? 5 turns. If we give up 1 production there and grab the food instead, that takes us down to 4 turns. So yeah, we can just concentrate on growing. We still want to keep some of the decent production tiles locked in, and some of the ones that give us gold. That's fine. Leave that as it is. We have transgressed his agenda now, because we apparently don't have enough ships. Still need more oil. We are consuming 1 more oil than we're gaining. There's the volcano again. 2 more fertilized tiles. Advanced ballistics is done.
If you miss, you may.
So that gives us machine guns. So because of that, oh, we've got these ships again. So yeah, we get some good tiles from this. The pasture is still there. We need to move you around and get a farm on that one. Can we take you out with the Huacha? No, we can't. So let's just upgrade you to the machine gun. We could settle a city here and potentially get some more oil. It's a bit of a worthless place for a city, if I'm honest. But it might be... The oil's useful. And if we grab the island, it stops somebody else from grabbing it, I suppose. So that is what we will do. We can move into electricity now. Unlock ourselves hydroelectric dams. Convert oil to power. We could go for flight. Flight's only 2 turns, actually. Yeah, let's grab flight. That's never a bad thing. We do not have a Sayun, so let us grab one. Now, that is a district. It's the commercial hub. Putting one next to the commercial hub isn't ideal, because the Sayun does lose, I believe. -1 science from each adjacent district tile. Still, it is better than nothing. As I said before, I've got to replace the sheep or the bananas, which is not great. Ugh. No, I guess we just have to do without it. I don't know why the game's music just randomly and suddenly stopped there. Bread and circuses. City projects which increase the loyalty pressure that this city exerts on itself and other cities nearby. Didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, that was a bit sneaky with Boston up there. Didn't see him settle that city. How cheeky. Maybe we can put some pressure onto Boston. I doubt it, but we'll give it a go. We could put a spy there. I mean, Teddy is our friend, so we don't really want to deliberately antagonize him, but that's... We're not doing anything to him, not directly anyway. So we can't upgrade the infantry into Well, we can't upgrade the musketmen into infantry. We can take all of these Hwacha now, and we can upgrade them into machine guns. At least we should be able to, if I can find them all now. There they are. So there's some machine guns for us. What are you doing there, Marley? You're going up this way now. Yeah, America's claimed that, so... Well, there's nothing else I can do about that. It's just the way it's going to be. We've got another Hwacha up here somewhere, so you can go ahead and get an upgrade. And you've already been upgraded. I think that's about it. Yep, can't do anything with you. Oh, there's another Hwacha. Oh, but you are... Oh, you were already in friendly territory. It just didn't look like you were, because we've got that weird bit of border gore there. And yeah, what do we do with you? Do we get another farm somewhere? There isn't any more flat land, so I'm tempted to just get mines. Let's go and get that amber. Even though the amber's sort of kind of worthless right now. And yep, all of you guys just skip away. Nope, not giving you gold. We're still trying to circumnavigate the globe. That's the point, actually. I was supposed to tell one of you. I think it was this guy. No, I'm going to keep spying on you. We were captured. Oh, well. You're going to repair that. And you're going to start heading towards the sea so you can circumnavigate. Or at least that is the plan. Still got a CB on Coupe. So we could go for Petra. No suitable... Well, we can't. I thought that was highlighted for a minute. I was going to say I was sure that there were no wonders we could get here. We could get another neighbourhood. We don't need one, but it would allow us to get even more food. Not going to be any great ones, but let's grab one there. It's a +4. Once we get the Eiffel Tower, it'll increase the appeal, so they will be better. Let's get a stock exchange. You guys get upgraded. We've still got 1,000 gold left. So, you are in our own city. So you're obviously one of our new spies. Okay then, let's go back to spying on the Maori. And the next turn it is. See the Korea coming over here now with their apostles. A flood that doesn't really affect me.
Once you have tasted
There's flight done. Maybe that flood did affect us. What happened there? Trade route plundered. Barbarians. Wasn't even aware I had a naval trade route. But we all know what it was that plundered it, and we all know where it came from. We will have to be careful in trying to get our settler over there. We will have to send it with an escort. We could get radio for aluminium. Do we need sewers? I think we're alright on housing mostly. What does Golden Gate Bridge give us? That's a new one. Land units can cross without needing to embark. Acts as a modern road and creates modern roads if not present in any land tiles on either end. City gains +3 amenities. Must be built on a coastal tile. The bridge must run straight across the hex between 2 land tiles directly opposite one another. At least 1 water tile must be present on both the left and right sides of the bridge. We could possibly build the Golden Gate Bridge here across from our city to another city. Possibly. Has to be built on a coastal tile. 1, 2, 3. If we're not bothered about the crab, we could actually build it right here. I'm going to give that a go, actually. I think that'll be pretty cool. I've never built that before. I've never even seen it before. So, yeah. Don't know how long it will take to build. Military Academy. And I guess you guys can just fortify now. So yeah, we're going to try and circumnavigate with you. And you are going to get a farm, I guess. It looks like we need the growth more than anything. Definitely need to get ourselves some more builders. Yep, I do occupy one of your cities, and that way it will remain. So Poundmaker and Scythia have made peace.
Do what it does. Keep going.
I should have held on to my gold, because as soon as this is completed, it doubles the gold that you've got in the treasury, but it's not, I'm not exactly hurting for gold right now. This is the capital. See, we've now got... the capital? Yeah, we've now got 2 neighbourhoods. So we could get another one, if we need to. We do not, but we could. So that is one neighbourhood there. Where did I build the other one? There. Yeah, that's fine. Well, it doesn't look like we can get another food market. You can only get one, no matter how many neighbourhoods you've got. That's a shame. I was hoping that that would work. Oh well, at least I know now. Well, we could certainly get an aerodrome. Housing's fine. Amenities aren't great. We can get an entertainment complex then, I suppose. No bonuses anywhere. So let's go and get it on this tile. At least then it'll reach some of our other cities. Choose a production down here. Let's get the stock exchange. We'll have all the money coming in. Right, you can get a lighthouse and a shipyard. You can get the Statue of Liberty. But what I'd really like you to get is a settler. You're about to grow in 1 turn. Need a new policy slot now. What do we get? 50% extra production towards settlers. Sure. We're training one up, so that's knocked 4 turns off straight away. Marek, if that is the correct pronunciation of your name. Apologies if it's not, but welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How close are we to circumnavigating? So close. If we can just join that up, it should count, possibly. Are there any more tiles for you to improve? Well, we could get a farm there, but I think a mine would be better for production. And, yeah, where did that, There it is. Let's get rid of you. Our battleship. And yeah, we'll go and set up there. Again, it's not the best tile, but building the Golden Gate Bridge would be pretty cool. Because I don't think we have any other... Well, we don't have any other coastal cities, so... It's the only place we can build it anyway, really. I'm quite excited. I hope I can get it. You want to buy coal from me? I think we can accommodate that. We're not really using coal right now. How much money are you willing to give me? 86. That'll do for now. Oh, what was that? Enemy spy sabotage production. Did they really? Whatever that was, we didn't get to vote in it. Military emergency against Scythia. That's fine. So, the city is underpowered, which is Daegu. That's alright. You need to work on that then on your next turn. Although we can't actually get power plants here. Do we need an industrial zone to build a power plant? I think we might do. I guess we just grab a lowly +1 plot. For now, that'll be fine. So, who's sabotaging my production? Alright, the camp's still empty, so let's leave that there for now. River flooding prevented. Not my river. Don't care. And... yeah. Can you stop that? What's that got pillaged? The workshop. So, even though... I did have a defensive spy in there now. But I've moved them over here because we were getting stolen from. Maybe we need to get... This is our bigger city. It's doing much better than my capital. So maybe I need to get another spy in there. We are at max... In fact, Coupe has one of our spies. I need to get that back. There we go. We have circumnavigated the globe. I bet Coupe's not willing to give my spy back, is he? I mean, we could probably threaten him. Nope, he said no, which is weird considering I could totally beat him up. Wow, that is a lot of gold. Do you know what? I'll give it to him. I'll get my spy back. I am making a lot of gold, so it really doesn't matter at all. So now we have another spy we can use. There he is. You are going to go to this city, and you're going to counter spy in the production zone once you get there. We need to repair that up, so we are going to need to get ourselves a builder. How much are builders these days? Oh no, we have to... It's a district, so we have to do the repair work manually. So let's just repair it that way. So annoying that he did that. Whoever it was, I'm not 100% sure.
Had I been present at the creation,
So there's natural
I would have given some useful
done.
hints.
Not necessarily sure if there's anything there that we need to use. Choose a new civic. Mass media, we could get Cristo Redentor. Conservation. Get some national parks. Let's go for mass media. It's not like we've really got a boost on any of them. So we'll get the arena, then we'll get the zoo. So you can do all that as well, but yeah, we'll get a factory, we need to get the power plant, send an envoy. We'd need 10 to get Nan Madol. With suzerain of all the other city-states that we have control of. So we can catch that back up, I think. Yep, get the amber for what it's worth. That was a complete misclick. So, 6 turns until growth. So we're working the good farm tiles. Should be working that one if we can. And now there is still 6 turns until growth. Fine, whatever. As you've circumnavigated, you can probably return now. Oh, would you look at that? There's another barbarian camp with a goodie hut. A goodie hut that we could actually go and grab. There's 2 goodie huts there, actually. And we can get the barbarian camp. It's free money, so why not? So we'll get that settler. We'll probably get an escort unit for it. We won't really need an escort unit for it. We can use the battleship to keep it clear. Let's go and have a look. We're going to work on the zoo now. Not that we have happiness problems. And you need to repair the coal power plant. We're getting the hermitage. Don't really need the artist points. Let's just get the military academy. And we have a trade route. Highest gold is to Chicago. Gives us a bit of science as well, so definitely have that. And I've still got a build left on this guy, which is quite amazing. Yeah, let's go and get a mine there then. 4 turns on the settler. 8 turns on the Eiffel Tower. You are going to get a mine there, not a farm. We will need another builder. You are going to... What do we want to do here? Forcing unrest is a bit pointless. It's his capital. We'll definitely gain sources, and then we'll see what we can do. Should probably target some of the weaker cities, really. Of course, since I moved my spies around last, we've met 3 other people, so I could go and spy on them if I wanted to. Probably should. Go and spy on... who's second in place for tech? The Pound Maker. I should probably start spying on him. So these ranged units are going to fire at my musketmen. Shouldn't take that much damage, so we should be okay. Yep, barely tickled us.
I have always considered that the
So
substitution...
there's combustion done. Nobel Prize for Literature. It's Teddy. Okay. Right, let's grab that. Boost knowledge of electricity. Boost knowledge of radio. See, always worth doing. Need more housing. Zhengzhou. That's fine. We can get a neighbourhood. We'll queue it up. Neighbourhoods. +5's looking like the best one. +4 could flood. Looks like a +4 is about the best one we're going to get. I'm okay with that. Choose a new tech. Let's get electricity. We were working on the stock exchange already, so let's continue. Do we need a dam on this river? Oh, it's that river. Do we need a dam on that river? No, I'm gonna risk that river's probably not gonna flood. Or if it does, not all that much. An aerodrome could definitely be useful. Especially if we do need to go to war again with Alex. This is the spy that is going to be counter-spying. So where are you? We've got one there. Yep, confirm placement. You're going to counter-spy on the industrial zone. Really want to get that upgrade that allows them to like work the adjacent tiles, the adjacent zones. Let's get you up here and get this stone. Because it'll give us more production up here. Someone's built Petra. That's fine. Taking some more hits from these barbarians, but not overly concerned by that. Should be able to take the camp. Begin voting. Trade route sent to the chosen player. Provide 4 gold to the sender. The chosen player receives 1 trade route capacity. I'm going to vote for America. Especially as we're next to him. Earn double points towards great people of this class. I'm going to go science. You can bet your life somebody else will vote for great profits. Nobel Prize in Physics. Generating engineer, scientist, and merchant points. Yep, we'll vote for that. Never known those not pass. I don't think anyone's ever voted against one. So obviously that passed. 15 votes for yes. This has passed. Elected target. No points awarded towards great writers. Fine. Somebody must have put a lot in there. Oh, lots of the AI decided to do the same thing. Weird. And trade policy pass. So I am the target. The chosen player receives 1 trade route capacity. So I do get an extra trade route, I suppose. Which is better than nothing. Right, let's go and clear that camp. And then we'll get the goody hut. I still don't think these guys can do a lot to us. He does have a promotion, but he can't use it on this turn. So you're going to get a mine there, I think. Trade route capacity is increased. Civic boosts. Scored competition has begun. Now, what are you guys doing out here? Did I just not have you on auto explore? Too close to tribal village. Or is that because you can see a tribal village? 1 new population. Oh, excellent. Don't know where that population went. Now it's nice that they now automatically stop when there's a tribal village. A spy. Oh, we've captured a Kree spy. I'm definitely going to go and start spying on him now.
If it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by.
Right. Marley, what are you doing here? You're moving towards me. I'm going to have some words with you. Can't even ask him not to do that, can I? Okay, we'll see what happens. Choose a new research. Plastics. We will need offshore oil rigs because we want to get that other oil. So alliance level has increased with Teddy. Still got that declaration of friendship. What is your relationship with everybody else? Teddy doesn't like you, so I'm not going to declare friendship with you. Unit available for promotion. Oh, it's that musketman still, isn't it? But we're going to go and get the other tribal village. And do that. We'll grab that. So you're promoted. Counter spy promoted. So we captured a Cree spy. Excellent. Need to go and spy on the Cree. What's our 3? Can't have any more than that. In the capital, we could get the Hermitage again, but we don't need it. Let's get ourselves a couple more traders then. Get a hydroelectric dam here. So we just basically upgrade the normal dam to a hydroelectric dam. We don't have to build another dam, which is good, because we already have one. We could get the Panama Canal. Upon completion, 1 or 2 adjacent canal districts are automatically constructed. The canal wonder tile can now be crossed by naval units. Trade routes travelling through it multiply the gold they get from districts at their destination. Must be built on a flat tile where there are 2 adjacent tiles directly across the build site from one another that meet the following criteria. 1 adjacent tile must be able to legally hold a canal district connecting onto the Panama construction tile. The other must be either a city, a water tile, or be another tile that can hold a connecting canal. So we could build it here, and that would basically put the second tile there. It would only connect us up to this water tile, which is really weird. We've got... Is this a flooded tile? Because we've actually got amber in the water. There's amber in a lake. That's weird. I don't want to go for that. I'm not going to build the Panama Canal there. It would be completely pointless. We could get a power plant here. But there again, we can also get a dam. So we may as well get the dam. And then we can have a hydroelectric dam. You need to repair your walls, apparently. So let's work on that. And we have this spy. So you're the counter spy. Let's go ahead and spy on the Cree. Where are they? We can see their capital. We could actually go and take their capital if we wanted. We could easily get over there and reach that with some battleships. It's only 1 tile away from the coast. That definitely might be something that we do. You can go back to automated exploration. Now then, here's something that we didn't want to see. More caravels. As we have a fair bit of coinage, let's go ahead and buy ourselves a melee unit. Something relatively cheap. It doesn't need to be anything expensive. Whatever the cheapest melee unit is that we can get. Sadly, that probably is going to be a ranger. Actually, where is our ranger? You're here. Let's get him to make his way up. He can do the job. He can protect the settler. You want to buy horses from me? That's fine. I have no use for horses anymore. There we go. So we'll get that destroyed. We'll get the suicide on the battleship then. We do have an archaeological site here as well. Okay, there's our settler. I don't think that's going to spawn a unit right away, so I think I'm alright moving the settler across there for now. We do still need another trader. And you are going to... Can we get something that would give you some production? I mean, you don't have an industrial zone. The lighthouse gives you gold. I actually want to get a builder because we'll need to send it across to the other city. Builder's going to take ages. Let's get the lighthouse first, because I want to try and build the Golden Gate Bridge there. That's the ultimate plan. Housing's fine here. Amenities are fine here. So we don't need that. We don't need an aqueduct. Could get religious units, but we really don't need them. It's not my religion anyway. Let's grab another builder. And we have another trade route. So, again, we'll trade with America. You can sit that side for now. Skip the turn. We'll grab that. And then we'll see if we can get that guy back in one piece. We should be able to. I think he'll be alright. Let's get the stone. That should give this place some more production. So 1 turn until it grows. Definitely want to lock that one in. 3 production. Yep, they are the best tiles to be working. Attacked by the quadremes again, but that's alright. We might end up losing this unit, but the amount of damage these things do is, like, negligible. And there's that
if you don't
boost.
read the newspaper, you're running.
Nope. Don't know what we got from that then. No, it gave us a boost, and a boost of nanotech. Well, we need that for a science victory, so that's cool. Claim a great person, great scientist, triggers a eureka moment for 1 random tech from the modern or atomic era, and universities provide +4 science. Definitely, thank you very much. Production in the capital again. Kind of feel that we're all done. We're all good on builders. Cristo de Redentor, give us some culture. Of course, we would be getting rid of a lot of heavy production tiles to put this in. Which I don't really want to do, but we do have a lot of heavy production tiles. Yeah, we can afford to do it. We don't have enough people to work all of our production tiles anyway, so there's no point keeping them all around. Let's get hydroelectric dam here. We'll start working on capitalism. So, aluminium. We have some near Zhengzhou. So, you will probably want to queue up a builder. If there isn't one already around. And I think we have a second source as well. Nope, just the one. So, barbarian camp over here. Speaking of barbarians, there they are. So, we do have a machine gun that can go and deal with that. He really still doesn't like me for doing stuff. We have a cavalry unit, so let's move you over here. Let's go and pop the scientist. Combined arms, cool. And where's the other barbarian camp? Definitely 2. That is, I would say that it's America's problem, but it's kind of close by, so we will move down there and deal with it. My favourite Civ game. My favourite Civ game is probably Civ 5. I do really like Civ 6, and I've definitely been enjoying playing it, especially with the most recent expansion, the most recent DLC. But I think Civ 5 will still always be my favourite. What do we want here? City parks. Oh, we could go for +1 culture per turn. Oh, 30% production on all space program projects in the city. Yes, we're going to need that for science victory, so we can pick that up on him. Brilliant. Another trade route, New York. That's our max trade routes there, I think. So you can get over here and just clear that barbarian camp. Settler can't pop on this turn, that's alright. Not really needed. You can go in there and recover. 4 turns for the lighthouse. We have now grown our population. And you're working that tile. If we get a builder on there, that'd be ideal. In fact, can we afford to buy a builder? Yes, we can. So we'll get that builder to upgrade that tile. If we want to build a wonder here, we're going to really need that production. These quadremes still all attacking this guy. I may be able to get him home. If he gets attack 20s out in the water, he's really going to struggle. I don't have anything on the west coast, so I can't really get my any ships around there to deal with it. And we have an oil deficit.
Nothing on this earth
There's
lasts
plastics
forever.
done. Let's get him over here. So let's get combined arms done. At least we can have a look and try and see where the uranium is. I do like Korea because I like the scientific victory, and in Civ 5 and in Civ 6, Korea is always the best for a science victory. We've got another aluminium tile there. I'm just gonna insta-buy. So, what do you need? I guess we can get a worker, because then a builder, because then we can get that aluminium. You're heading down here towards the barbarian camp. We should be able to get rid of you. Can you not reach from that distance? Yep. And then can you clear the camp? No, but we will be able to on the next turn. You're going to go and get the stone. We'll want to get the fish as well. Tempted not to settle this guy yet until I know where the uranium is. Do you guarantee if I settle it right now that the uranium will be just out of reach? So let's wait one more turn. Itas, how you doing? I'm not into football at all. I've never cared about football whatsoever. Local, international, never bothered me. Never been to a football match. The only time I ever watch football is during the World Cup. That's the height of my interest in it. Hagia Sophia completed there. We have a barbarian camp that's kind of could be my problem. Do have some artillery up here. Let's go and move north with this machine gun so we can go deal with that. Right, where do we go from here? We definitely get a zoo. Do you know what it might be worth doing here? I've got all of these religious units from the Cree that are causing me some real issues. I'm going to go ahead and buy something fast, like a cavalry. And I'm going to declare war on him, because I need him to not get a religious victory. So can I just declare war on him? Not for anything realistic. Oh, another Comedy Simpsons name. Thank you for subscribing. Let's go ahead and denounce him. And then as soon as I can declare war on him, I'm going to start taking out those apostles. Yeah, we know about that barbarian camp. Haven't finished combined arms yet. Right, what do we get here? There's probably still a lot of room for builders. Speaking of builders, we do have another one right there. So, we don't really need the niter. We should get the farm. And you are going to clear out this barbarian camp. I think we can actually capture it with the ranged unit. We just need to move on to the tile. Where are you going with that settler, Mally? I know I tried to help you out, but that doesn't mean I want you to settle right next to me. What's my favourite Civ in Civ 5? Oh, it's a good question. I haven't played Civ 5 for quite a while, actually. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I do like playing as England in Civilization 5. Not just because I am English, but I love the longbows. Having that extra 1 tile range on archers is fantastic, and because it counts as a promotion, it carries on when you promote the unit up to a crossbow and a machine gun. So you end up with a 3-tile range archer, a 3-tile range crossbow, and a 2-tile range machine gun. Plus their ships of the line are really, really good. Yep, combined arms, still not done. Oh, you get a second shot because you've got 4 promotions. Keep forgetting about that. You are staying there. Might as well go to sleep for now till we need you. You're going to skip a turn till we see where the... we can promote you once we've built the city. You like my scientific research. You want me to... Yeah, we've just denounced you. I'm going to be declaring war on you very soon because I need to stop you from getting a religious victory. Yeah, this unit is probably going to end up lost. That said, those...
I ought to be jealous of the tower.
Oh, Eiffel Tower's done.
She is more famous than I am.
So that increases the appeal and all the tiles in all of our cities.
Better to fight for something.
Right, okay. So, do we have up here any uranium? We don't, so we can just settle the city. And we're the first city to settle on this continent. You can go there and get an upgrade. You're going to build that. Now then. Let's sort these problems out one at a time. Okay, you can go back. Oh, we've got a uranium there. 1 tile out of range for both cities. Are you kidding me? You've got a promotion. Disrupt rocketry. Oh, much higher chance to escape. That'll be useful. City ranged attack. Barbarians over here. Yeah, we are sending a unit up that way, so that's fine. Nuclear fission. Not bad getting an attack helicopter either. Let's go for sanitation, simply because we've got the boost and it only takes 2 turns. I have played a couple of games of Hearts of Iron 4 that I haven't recorded. Just, you know, I've just tried playing the game again. I tried after they released the Man the Guns expansion. And I still really struggle with the game. It's like, I was playing a game as England, as well as Great Britain. And, you know, I did the 1936 start, or whatever the early starting date is. And I planned everything out. I got good production going. I got my factories built up. I increased my manpower. I had loads of trained armies. I had the right equipment and the right troops positioned in the right places on the French border. And I still just get steamrolled by the AI. I just do absolutely terrible in that game. So we can get a hydroelectric dam here. Let's... We've got housing problems as well, so we do need to sort that out. I always forget to look at housing. I'm not used to housing and amenities being a thing, because I'm so used to playing Civ 5. Let's get a monument and a granary over here. We will need another builder. That's the whole point of getting that place. Let's get the farm here. You can return home. So, oh yeah, we do get a free builder. We get a free builder because one of the wonders I built or something gives me a free builder every new city. So that's worthwhile. That cavalry can just sit there. Oh, actually, no. I want to declare war on you if I can. Don't want to declare a surprise war. Need 4 turns. Holy war. I mean, I could just declare a surprise. Do you know what? I'm just going to start a war. I don't care if we get loads of grievances. What's he going to do about it? He's on another continent. So some people won't like it, but we don't care. So now we can just go and get rid of all of these religious units, and the good thing about that is that they will lose their they'll actually make their religion influence go down on these cities. So because he's actually leading we're in 5th place. Molly's got 9 Diplo points. He's actually leading a religious victory, and I really don't want him to get that. Actually leading a culture victory somehow, making decent tourism. How's this Nobel Prize thing going? Oh, we're winning that by a long shot. That's totally expected. So all of our city-states have declared war on him. That's fine. Yeah, unfortunately I can't reach any of the others on this turn. But that's okay. You are going to... there's another great work we can try and steal. We might as well. I'm just going to get you to fortify up. You might actually heal enough to outlast these things. Alex actually likes me now because of that. Yeah, I think I keep making the mistake. I keep making the mistake with Britain of basically trying to defend the French. Obviously not historically accurate, but I have seen people play it and do that, where they basically put their entire army along the Maginot Line and along the Alps, and basically keep the Italians out and keep the Germans out completely. But yeah, I do tend to try and build a few armor columns and sort of blitzkrieg, make my way through and then encircle them, because it still really is the easiest way to wipe divisions out. Just get a tank column behind them and just cut them off, and they die really quickly. You want aluminium? I'm not giving it to you because I will need it for stuff. Our spy... Oh, an enemy spy has eluded capture. But it doesn't look like we lost anything. Oh no. Production was sabotaged. And I've got a spy here in that city on counter spy. Our trade route capacity is increased. Zhengzhou is underpowered. Wait, was it Zhengzhou? I don't know. Daegu is underpowered as well. Those are annoying things. But it's fine. Okay, so where did the rest of those religious units go? One of them's over here. Why can't I select anything? What is going on? Right, let's move you back this way. Can't reach you at this time. You're 2 turns away. All of that's quite annoying. There was another one down here, but he's probably popped. Do need to repair that. My favourite victory type is that question. How long will it take? I can't get the Golden Gate Bridge. No suitable location. What? No, why not? Cannot be built on a lake. Must be built on the coast. Well, I'm on the coast. Must be built on a coast tile. The bridge must run straight across the hex between 2 land tiles directly opposite one another. At least 1 water tile must be present on both the left and right sides of the bridge. So it only spans a 1 tile gap. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well, we don't need it. We don't specifically need it. In that case, disappointing. I was hoping we could get it. 4 Diplo victory points. Sure, let's build the Statue of Liberty. We'll just pop it there. The problem with the Italian start, you're ranged, aren't you? Priority target, what does that do? You can paradrop as well. Yeah, the problem with the Italian start on Hearts of Iron is now that they've added fuel with Man the Guns, Italy gets, like, next to no fuel at the start. So they have to start conquering Africa if they want to get fuel. You guys can come back here, I think. Yeah, I can't reach you on this turn. Shame that uranium's out of reach. Do we have none anywhere else? So that's miles away. That's miles away. That's in Antananarivo's territory. Oh, one over there on that island that isn't mine. All in the tundra. Wow, that is terrible, look. So I either have to go and settle that city out in the middle of nowhere to get uranium. That's a long way off. Or, I mean, I could try and steal it from Antananarivo. There's Antananarivo. We could try and steal the uranium from them. Not a good start, though, is it? Fine. Who needs giant death robots anyway? Let's go down here and grab a resort. Let's move you this way. Oh, right into another one. I know they're all over the place. I'm not really going to dodge them. Let's gain sources. Yeah, let's gain sources first. I don't know, I like the World War II... I like the World War II setting. I like Hearts of Iron 4 as a game. I like the concepts within it. I like that it's very much a game about, you know, sort of managing production and things like that. But I'm just terrible when it comes to the combat portion of it. Is the long and short of it, really. We have a cav unit here who can't reach that, but we can try and pin him down. On to the next turn, then. Lots of people here. Oh, he's moved back. It's very, very fast, these apostles.
No innovation in the past.
Not sure how they can move faster than cavalry, but apparently they can. Very difficult to chase down. You can heal up. Barbarians approach. Oh, we've got another barbarian camp up here now. Great. Well, we'll deal with that. Choose a research. We can actually get mountain tunnels now. Research labs, we definitely want. So let's start working on that. Claim a great person. This is actually a great engineer. Instantly builds a factory and a workshop in the district. Factories provide +2 production. That is useful because we are just building, or were just building, a workshop here. So if we take that guy, we'll move him in a moment. You're okay on housing. Do we really need any of this stuff? We could get a Sayun. That's a decent enough tile for one. Favourite country in EU4? That's a hard question because there's like every country is represented in EU4. I don't know if I've got a favourite country, but I certainly have gained more of an appreciation for playing as the smaller nations. They're a lot of fun, especially when you actually manage to turn a small nation into a large nation when it starts to work out for you. Things like the Ottomans are good, but I feel like you've already been given a bit of a head start with it. But there again, if you can play somebody like Byzantium and manage to survive against the Ottomans, then that's even more fun and impressive. Because it's all about who you can make alliances with to do that. So, who are you going after? Was it a religious unit? I don't recall. I think it was, wasn't it? So, we'll try and heal up with you. You're going to get those fish. We need to work on computers, actually. How far away are we from that? We're miles ahead in terms of tech. computers comes after electricity, so we could work on computers. We probably should, because we want to start building... Well, we want to get rocketry as well. So chemistry into rocketry, then in computers, so we can start building the flood barriers. We need to really get that oil. So let's just go ahead and buy those tiles and then get a builder out there. So you're going to go ahead and get Seaside Resort. Because it's all here, a score. Oh, see, now we've got low oil again. So we had positive oil for a while there, and then something happened. I must admit, in terms of EU4, it's not very often I have a bad game, as in totally getting steamrolled and losing. I mean, I definitely have lost wars. You know, I've lost battles. I've even lost some wars. But I rarely sort of lose the entire game, you know? Let's build a hangar there. And what have we got here? Housing's fine. Amenities could be better. Again, there's not a lot here that we really need. I'll just build the sewer for the sake of it. We do have a builder. We've got builders all over the place, so... let's work on some production. Get another farm. Really need to get the size of the city up. Let's go after this camp. See, there's... all of the strategic resources just seem to be just beyond my reach. Right, you've moved all the way down here now. It's still annoying because I still cannot catch you. Why will it not let me catch this unit? It's so infuriating. If I had more oil, I would totally just go and... if I had more oil, I would totally just go and attack the Kree's capital. Because I could. 5 turns until growth. I'll just let that grow naturally and put you back in the city. Yeah, the medieval sort of setting is nice. What I really struggle with is Crusader Kings 2. I love the game, but there are just so many things about the mechanics that confuse me, particularly when it comes to, you know, who gets a particular area when you win a war. It usually goes to the person I'm least expecting it to. Move you up there. See, more oil. It's not really the oil that I need. You want to buy my cocoa. Do I have spare? I do. Fine. I'll just take straight up gold if you're offering. I love how intently she just sort of like gives you the evils while she flicks those pages. Yeah, I'm not just giving you money. Really? You're attacking my machine gun with your skirmisher?
Is the dirty part, the inherent vice of capitalism.
There's chemistry done. Hey Cam, how you doing? I haven't streamed in ages. This is my now 4th stream, 4 consecutive nights. Really trying to get back into it because it is something that I did enjoy doing. I just, you know, had so many things that got in the way, and I always tend to work late at night, so I'm trying to get that done earlier in the day, so I've got more time to stream in the evenings. So yeah, bought a Stream Deck, so that's made life a lot easier. Got Streamlabs OBS set up, so that's made life easier. Trying to save up for some studio lights so I can have my webcam running with a green screen. So one step at a time, but I'll get there. Yeah, I've tried live streaming on Twitch. The problem with Twitch is I've only got about 100 followers there, and I've got over 14,000 on YouTube. So it does seem a little bit pointless me streaming somewhere where I don't actually have an audience already. Alright, night mate, thanks a lot. I will try Hearts of Iron 4 again at some time. Maybe I'll do it as a stream and then I can get your advice while I'm playing, actually get some tips from somebody that knows the game better than I do. So, this place, before we build anything, we've got a workshop now. Well, we've got a industrial zone. We're just going to pop this guy straight in there. So we don't need to build any of the workshop buildings. We'll get the workshop and the factory for free. We're at our housing cap, so we will build the sewer. Yeah, I think if I'd have... There is part of me that would like to stream regularly on Twitch and get a Twitch audience, because streaming on Twitch and doing the videos on Twitch can... sorry, streaming on Twitch... No, let me get this right. Streaming on YouTube and doing the videos on YouTube does kind of put all your eggs into one basket a little bit. So there's always that possibility that... There's always that possibility that if YouTube just goes tits up, then that's it. You've lost all of your ability to do anything on those platforms. So splitting it up over the two is a nice idea. But it's really, really hard these days to sort of get those sort of numbers. But who knows, maybe one day. Right, where has that... you're out at sea now. Yeah, he's really running for it. There's no way I can keep up with it. Actually, the battleship can probably chase him down. So let's try and head him off. Palenque's made peace with a lot of people. Oh, Palenque's just a city-state that's changed its sides, that's why. You can just sit around here. Alright, Cam, thanks for dropping by. Night, mate. Sleep well. Oh, there's another one here. That's convenient. Nope. Never mind. Antananarivo, unfortunately, have a unit on that tile, so I can't drop in and get rid of the Apostle. That's annoying. Antananarivo, you're screwing me over. Let's move you there. Take the shot. We'll clear that camp out. Nice and easy. So we'll get rocketry. Yeah, you're going to have to skip that turn, unfortunately. You're going to get the aluminium, or aluminum, for my American viewers. Look at this, Marley's still rocking around with catapult up here at the top of the screen. So, lots of things going on here. We have a drought, well, Poundmaker does. We have a new barbarian camp, well, Poundmaker does. We've caught one of Scythia's spies. And then we've got some declarations of war that aren't all that important to us. Power plant needs repairing. So, before we forget, let's go ahead and pop you. So that gives us the factory in the workshop. Now, you are on low power. Do you have a dam? Because we could get a hydroelectric dam. Hydroelectric dam. There we go. Cue that up. Zhenju, you also are without power. Got a shopping mall. Yeah, 3 power for the research lab. We could also get food market, but I don't think we need it. Let's get that. Now, if the capital's free of production, which I don't think it is right now. Libraries, universities, we need all of these things. You have power. Trying to remember if red's... Yeah, gold must be... 2 power can be used to enhance this city, and it is fully powered. 2 power from local renewable sources, 2 power resources consumed this turn. So we can get a hydroelectric dam there. We may as well. Seoul, our proper capital, our future capital. Let's go ahead and get the granary. You guys are going to go there and get the other oil source. Excellent. You guys are going to go over here and clear this camp out. Can't believe that I'm not anywhere close to any of the aluminium, to any of the uranium on this map. It's so annoying. Right, you've got a military unit right there. And I can get rid of you. So that gets rid of some more Hinduism. I can't get at that unit because he's in the Maori's territory, but I will keep that cavalry nearby. And I think that's all he had. Now, there is that one in the water, so we can go ahead and get that one as well. Which takes some Hinduism away from Jinju. Good stuff. Hopefully our oil should start going up now. So we've got a builder. You're going to go there and get that source of aluminium. Won't take as long to hit the aluminium cap at all. You've already got that one. So where do we send units? I guess we could go get a lumber mill or two. Speaking of lumber mills, work on some more. Keep getting rid of these guys. Oh, is that another barbarian camp? Come on. Someone's siphoning gold from us. Alliance expired with Teddy. Yeah, he's still willing to be friends. Alliances. Will you go for a research alliance? Yes. Yes, he will. Don't think there's anyone else we could get friends with. Possibly Marley, but I mean, he's so insignificant in this game now, it's really not worth it. You're at your housing cap, so let's... I'm just going to buy the sewer, and we will build the research lab. 2 turns left on Christa Redentor. So 5 power can be used to enhance the city and it's fully powered. But 6 power from local renewable resources consumed. It doesn't make sense. 6 usable of 5 required. So we have 6, we only need 5. So the first line is how much we need, and the second line is how much we have. Right, okay. So we're getting 6 from hydroelectric. The factory and the stock exchange are using it. Power plant output. And we can send power to neighbours, can we? Build a power plant in this city or a nearby city and ensure you have a stockpile of the resource it uses. Fair enough. Got plenty of coal though, so that's not an issue. So I haven't really, even though I've played with this expansion once or twice before, this is the sort of furthest I've got with it. So I haven't actually experienced the power plants before at this point. Here's a question for the Golden Gate Bridge. Acts as a modern road and creates modern roads in land tiles on either end. City gains +3 amenities. So you can't build it between 2 cities because 2 cities cannot be that close together. Must be built on a coast tile. The bridge must run straight across the hex between 2 land tiles directly opposite one another. At least 1 water tile must be present. So I wonder if we could build one across a lake or somewhere. Now, we don't have a city next to a lake. That one is kind of just out of range. Let me just read that again. I know it's like this will be the 3rd time that I've read it. Between 2 land tiles directly opposite one another, and at least 1 water tile must be present on both the left and right side of the bridge. Right, so the lake would be too narrow. If the lake was 1 tile wider, we could run it across that way. That's a shame. I'd have liked to have built it. I really have nowhere that I can get it at all. Doesn't look like I do, sadly. Wow, that's a lot of barbarians up there. Fine. If I get the opportunity to build it... I mean, I'm not going to build a city with the specific specific mindset of building it, what would be the point? Because I would have such low production, I probably wouldn't get it anyway. Farms are good, especially on floodplains. Ah, yeah, that unit's still unattended. I'm going to stay next to you. I'm keeping my eye on you. If you come back into my territory, I will take you out. And I guess we could get the crab. 2 turns until border growth. If that's the case, then I'm just going to just wait until you get it naturally. What's the range on these things? These have a 3 tile range. So we could go and start picking at some of his cities. Oil's actually going up now. This is good. This means we can start getting some ships. We could also upgrade these bombards to artillery. Not that we really need them. Mali actually has enough gold to buy my citrus. He is willing to pay a reasonable amount. Well, okay, it's not that reasonable, but... take whatever I can get. Enemy spy escaped again.
The 3 great elements of modern
Another
civilization.
government type unlocked. Again, doesn't really help, so... we won't be changing it from the one we already have. Let's go for conservation. 1 turn away from rocketry. Universities, research labs, we want all of those things. Maybe we will get an opportunity to build the bridge if some more stuff floods out. But yeah, we can't build it across here because there isn't enough room either side of it. We do have another trade route capacity. We've got power here, plenty of housing. Amenities could be a bit better. Don't have a high enough population yet, though. Tourism gives us 1 food, 1 production, 1 culture. Well, on all tundra tiles, but we're not really near tundra, are we, in this city? So that's not great. +4 culture, build on a river. No, why not? Got some tiles there that aren't all that useful, so... not too sure why it keeps telling me to put, oh, Alexander's city's going to flip. But who's it going to flip to? Interesting. I wonder if your last city can flip. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? You're still in his territory. So I am going to keep my eye on you. Yep, that's a farm for sure. And you need to go up and clear that. Can't get it on this turn. You're going to skip a turn. We should get that next turn. So if I move over here... can't actually see that city. Where's his capital? His capital's all the way down here. I can definitely hit his capital. His capital's underpowered as well. Is there any point... this has jade. I don't have jade as a luxury resource. And I could move a spy in there as well. Let's go ahead and grab Spec Ops guy. Because he can actually capture a city. So if I can get the city's health down low enough, which I could do if I had vision on it, we could capture it. So I'm in his territory,
Thus,
I just can't see
the
it.
sculpture serves to give people one thought. Everything is in God's hands.
Oh, there we are, Cristo de Redentor. It gives them more tourism. We don't even have any relics, so it doesn't make a lot of difference. We've
When you
stolen the
launch a
Great
rocket,
Works. We've
you're not really...
completed rocketry. We do want to work on computers. We want to get flood defences. Choose production. I'm going to buy the research... am I going to buy the research lab? No, let's build the research lab, then we'll build a spaceport. losing my suzerain status in a lot of places now. Definitely want to try and keep a hold of the sciencey ones if we can. Unit needing orders. Thank you for all the fish. You're going to start moving this way. Now, if I've got a free spy somewhere, haven't I now? So I'm going to promote you for a start. Time to complete all missions reduced. But I can't place you on this turn. So you are just going to skip a turn. New rebel camp. That's closer to Antananarivo, so I don't think it's going to be an issue for me. You have attracted enough tourists to make you culture dominant over Mali. Cool. Let's have a look at the world rankings. So Mali's still leading a Diplo victory. We're leading culture, science, domination. The Cree is still leading religious, but as long as they can't take me over, I think we're fine. So another camp cleared. So bring you home. Lumber mill. Farm. And we're about out of jobs for builders to do. Probably another lumber mill there. Ah, he's moved into my territory. What an idiot. There you go. We'll remove some more Hinduism. I knew it was only a matter of time before we did that. I'll actually... Oh, you're not willing to give me more coal. Seriously though, it's iron. What else am I going to do with it at this stage of the game? Not using iron at all. Hopefully Antananarivo will deal with the barbarians, otherwise they're going to be losing work, builders and all sorts to it. Negated a flood, which is fine because we get 2 fertilized tiles for that. Yes, renew that mission because people do keep spying on us. Jinju, you are over your housing, so let's get a sewer there. You are not over your housing cap, so let's get a research lab. Now, where we do want to get a spaceport, more than anywhere, is here. This is our highest production city by a long, long way. 15 turns for a spaceport. And we can just put it in, well, any old random tile, really. It's not going to be our only spaceport, that's for sure. So, you were only really built to grab the oil, so there's not really a lot that you need to do. Most of the stuff you could get isn't going to be all that useful. Well, we get another harbour. It would increase our trade route capacity. Put it there next to the crab, because we'll get bonus from that later. And we've got a builder with nothing to do. So we can get another lumber mill. There's another builder with nothing to do. Maybe a mine. So, there's that spy. I can now travel to a new city. And let's go and send him to... What was the name of that city that we want to take pot shots at? Ocanis. Now, we won't be able to see it until his placement is confirmed, but it will allow us to shoot at the place. Now, if you stand there, you are in range of the city, which is a bit annoying, but doesn't have city walls. So we can just start bombarding it. And this is a Spec Ops core, so... You are in there, so... We can sabotage his production. We don't really need the money. Try and sabotage production. There's no real point trying to create unrest in a capital city. There's no point at all as far as I can tell. I don't think they can revolt. But if we can slow him down a little, it's well worthwhile. That's rainfall. That's, again, him, not me. So, lumber mill. You get another shot. Wonder how quick we can build walls. Now, what's that unit in there? That is a Corsair, which has 45 base strength. So we're just going to stand there and fortify. So I don't know what priority target does. What are these abilities? Power drop allows movement from a friendly tile to a location 7 tiles away, or 12 if starting from an aerodrome or airstrip. Can attack support units directly without having to eliminate the combat unit first. That's quite cool. So if you've got a military unit standing on a support unit, you can just attack the support unit directly. That I like. This is also too far away from this uranium to be useful. I'm thinking I could maybe send some units east to help, but I really don't know if it's needed. I mean, he might come and attack me, I guess. He wants to make peace. I'm going to refuse the deal for now. Don't see any benefit to doing that. We have a drought. It's only affected 1 tile, so... Some city-state quests complete. We know about the droughts. We can get a great admiral. Well, I don't need one, but we can grab it just because. So, spaceport. Really don't want to give up tiles that have got food on them, but if I have to, let's grab one of the ones that's got some of the least food on. We can also, and I can probably buy one. No, apparently can't. Buy the sewer. I know there are buildings that give you even more food. Maybe we already got them. It's still growing though, so that is fine. You're quite a decent city as well, actually. There's no reason why you can't have a spaceport either. And again, when you've got tiles that aren't really worth a lot, that's fine. You can have a research lab. We are probably going to start getting some more issues with power soon. This Great Admiral's just going to basically sleep forever. Right, you are sending some units my way now. And you can ranged attack, so... We might want to... Well, you're working on the Statue of Liberty. How much would it cost us to buy a battleship? 1720. It's a lot of gold, but... Does it actually give us 2? No. So, the Venetian arsenal only works if you hard build the ship. That's fine. Denounced by Alex, nothing new there. I'm not giving you gold per turn. It's like, behave yourself.
To err is human. Right,
there's computers done. Unmet city-state has been defeated. Well, that's fine, because they're unmet. Promotions. Combat strength versus land units. Sounds like that could be useful. It's nearly down. Choose research. We probably want to get nuclear fission. Mine from you. I mean, I really don't need to be at war with him. I'm just trying to slow him down, but unless I actually do something, it isn't going to make a lot of difference. So, let's take you out. And then we can just go back to hitting the city. I'm going to bring that second battleship over, and then we'll soon get its health down. I might still claim it just to give me like a, you know, a forward operating base. Great Merchant. +1 level of diplomatic visibility with all other civilizations. Sure. I don't even usually get Great Merchant, so... See, these things. Food markets and shopping malls. Ah, so food market gives you food, shopping mall gives you gold and tourism, but they're mutually exclusive. Well, I'm not bothered about the... Well, the immunities could be useful. Do we need the food here? I think food's plentiful, so build a shopping mall. That's why it wasn't showing up for my capital, because I've already got the food market, and you have one or the other, you can't have them both. You still have power, so we don't need to build more power places. You could get a Seun, a +4 Seun at that. So let's move you over there and pop you. For whatever use that is at this stage of the game. You guys heal up. Yeah, I think we're doing quite well. I'm going to check the... Yeah, Poundmaker still wants pieces. Even willing to give me Jade as well, but I'm going to have Jade of my own shortly because I'm about to take one of your cities, and I might go and pound on your capital just to annoy you as well. Okay, so that is, again, not really my problem. Cabal and, yeah, everybody else is kind of down there. Foreign city gains independence. So I'm tempted to just take this. I mean... It's there for the taking, right? It is actually going to flip to me anyway in 9 turns. So I don't really need to do anything with it, but... So you can move in close enough now to ranged attack the city. If we get this quick enough, we'll even get a free worker. Now, I've just thought about this. This is actually a ranged unit, not a melee unit, so he can't take the city. We need to get a melee unit over there, so let's go and buy a something. Can't buy anything. Can't buy anything just yet. He still thinks I'm giving him stuff. It's really not going to work that way. Somebody's still siphoning gold from me. Volcano becoming dormant.
If you go on with this nuclear arms
Nuclear
race...
fission's done. Right, city ranged attack. You're starting to move in. I mean, I don't need to do anything, but I obviously want to keep their units subdued. Looks like somebody is attacking it. Because its health looks like it's going down. Make a dedication. Of course, we've got a golden age. We're not settling new cities. Traders cannot be plundered. 10% of production towards industrial area and later wonders. Campus district science adjacency bonus provides production as well. Again, it's useful for the space race. Unit available for promotion. Take it. Can move after attacking. I'm going to check. He might be able to take it, but I don't think he is because he's a ranged unit. He doesn't have a melee attack. So he shouldn't be able to. There are some other things that I want to check as well. So we'll have a quick look at the world rankings again. Still leading everywhere where it's important. Let's have a quick look at the world climate. We're not even having any climate change at this point. Not yet, anyway. Missile cruisers are nice. Let's get lasers. Choose production here. Probably don't have the... Oh, we can get another spy. Probably don't have the production required to warrant getting a spaceport here. This is the capital. We've got a trade route. Baltimore seems... Oh, you're trying to change position for some reason. Oh, wrong button. Alright, let's go through these one at a time. No, you just are going to Baltimore. Repeat route. Yep. On to the next turn then. So you actually tried to attack me. That wasn't clever, was it? And you have spawned... oh, you took a promotion. That's what happened then. Hong Kong has declared war on Teddy. Violent storm. Not my problem. Okay, so... you cannot take that, can you? Or can you? I just gave a move order there. I didn't give an attack order. No, so he can't actually move into there. Okay, so that has answered the question. Can I buy any sort of military unit? Yeah, a cavalry's fine. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I'll take it. Your production is going to be decent. You can get nuclear power plants now. Amenities is 0 though. So let's start working on the zoo. So, yeah, someone's definitely trying to take this. Alexander's trying to take it back. Maybe I can grab it on the next turn. That's a quadrireme, so he can get its health down, but he can't take it with the quadrireme. He does have a privateer fleet there, but he might not be able to take it on this next turn. If he doesn't, I can grab it. You're going to keep firing. Because it's all free XP. Yep, you can't do anything else. You're just going to sit around. And, yeah, this spy doesn't need to be there all that much. He's about to... we should probably just move him and put him in their capital, actually. We've captured an American spy. Now, Teddy, we're supposed to be friends. What's going on here? This is somebody attacking the barbarian camp and failing. Oh, look at this now. He's willing to give me relics on top of everything else.
Water and air. The two essential.
Right. Teddy. Counter spy promoted. So you get a promotion. Ooh. Recruit parties. Disrupting rocketry is the one we're most likely to be using. You get a promotion as well. You're in home territory, so you're going to take that one. Successfully sabotage production. World Congress is about to meet. City-state quest, housing, cultural heritage. We'll go for next. Production here. You've got good amenities. Nothing particularly interesting that we can build. We might as well get that trader. Library here. Now then, did he manage to get it? He didn't. So I can actually take this now. Sorry, Alex, you're not having it. I would have just left it to rebel naturally, but given the fact that he was about to take it back, we cannot allow that to happen. We could liberate it back to him, but we won't. We will not. We will keep it for ourselves. Let's try by boat. Succeeded. So we're going to have to do repairing of stuff over here. They haven't got anything. They haven't got a monument. Scientific city-states. We want to keep Sue's reign of. Let's get production where we can as well. Irish Gangster, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Been going for about an hour and a half now. Getting work done. Managed to get some more oil. Discovered I couldn't build the Golden Gate Bridge across this gap, which really, really disappointed me. Because I've never managed to build the Golden Gate Bridge, being one of the new ones. I'd love to be able to. But that's just not happening. Currently picking on Poundmaker because he kept sabotaging my production. And I'm gonna. His capital is close enough to the coast for me to go and pound on with these battleships. But I'm just trying to get a bit of a forward base, which is what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately, yeah, I can sell you iron. Oh, you don't have a lot of money, do you? Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, my Spec Ops, even though it's an upgraded scout, can't take cities. Oh, spy siphoning gold again. Everybody's spying on me. World Congress. What's that for? Emergency passed against Thomas. That's fine. Doesn't affect me. And what do we want here? Don't need a power plant yet. Definitely want a university. You get a promotion. Combat strength versus district defences. Let's just keep hitting it. Can't do anything until the cavalry gets over there, so we can actually take it. Got housing problems everywhere, and so we just got this city because it actually flipped. It rebelled. Alex was just about to take it. Was going to flip to me in a few turns, but Alex was one turn away from taking it back, so I stole it. And in fact, his final city, his one remaining city, is going to flip in 18 turns. So in 18 turns, Alex is going to be out of this game unless he founds another city. We do have some spare oil now, so we can start upgrading musketmen to infantry. This is our spy. You are going to continue defending here, I think. Probably on production. You can sabotage people's dams as well, which is kind of cool. So we've got lots of hydroelectric dams now. Yeah, Alex is one of the annoying ones. He was in Civ 5 as well. So we've got rocketry, we've got computers, we are building a spaceport here in the capital, we're building a spaceport in Gwangju because it's like our highest population city. I'm building another one somewhere else as well. Can't remember where now, but we've got... Oh, is it over here? Yeah, building one here as well. We're also building the Statue of Liberty. We've got Cristo Redentor in the capital now as well. So I have been spitting out some of these wonders. They are a little bit useless, but it's nice to get some of them. We have, just a few turns ago, researched computers, which means we will be able to start getting flood barriers. I don't think you can buy flood barriers either. Yeah, you have to hard build them. But it's only going to take 3 turns for us to get the flood barrier here. And even though I'm now using power plants, like, climate change is doing nothing at the moment. Yeah, global temperature change is nothing. There's like nothing going on whatsoever. Yeah, I'm going to go for the science victory now. It seems little point going for anything else. Let's get synthetic materials. If you look at the world rankings, Mali, even though they have next to no cities left, they are sort of halfway to a Diplo victory. The reason I declared war on Poundmaker, apart from him just annoying me by constantly sabotaging my production and stealing from me, he kept sending a load of missionaries down here, and I didn't want him to flip my religion over to sort of perpetuate his religious victory, so I literally declared war on him. I did denounce him, but I couldn't wait, so I literally declared war on him just to start killing all of his religious units. I've just noticed the smog and smoke that comes out of the industrial zone when you've got a coal power plant in there. Should probably replace them for nukes. Haven't got any uranium at all. There's one here that is in Antananarivo. I'm getting it from somewhere though, so I'm getting it from city-states. Oh cool, I have actually got this one now. This was annoying because it was 4 tiles away from both cities, but my lands have actually joined up, so that's actually worth getting a builder over there for? Can I buy a builder? No, I can't afford it, but I can build a builder and get him on the uranium. So we definitely want that. No point getting a spaceport here. You can work on the Manhattan project, I suppose. It's only 15 turns. That's quite low. Everybody else just kind of sit around and do nothing for a while. We have got some more musketmen, so let's go ahead and upgrade them. If I can find them all, because I have got a few. There's another one. Oh, I'm out of money again. Got a great admiral that we'll never use. You were waiting for those fish, I think, so might as well deal with that. Now this is our... Why did I send a spy here? Did I get a new spy? 3 of 4. Yeah, we've got a new spy. Who do we want to spy on? Do we want to spy on some more of your cities? Oh, we were in the capital. That's it. We were in the capital and we completed the mission and escaped. So we'll go back to the capital, get vision on it, and then it'll make it easier for me to take it. So we're going to go ahead and land you. And in a few more turns, this will be ours. We can actually upgrade these battleships to missile cruisers now. Well, we can once we're in friendly territory and we have the money anyway. Yeah, move you in a bit closer. Okay, this is probably not the best trade route, so we'll just go to the capital. Actually, Guangzhou's probably better, because it makes more money. Got one here as well. I guess we could go to Gal. Create some new road paths that we don't have. Is there a way you can steal a great wonder like the Golden Gate Bridge from another civilization? Only if you take the city. And it very much depends on the wonder whether or not it's useful. If it's a wonder that gives you an ongoing bonus, then it's useful. If it's a wonder that gives you something when it's built, then it's pretty pointless taking it. Also, I believe if you raise a city that has a wonder in it, that wonder is still counted as built, so you cannot build it again. No, I don't believe you can. Well, we can have a look. Does he actually have a... Oh, hang on. We've got a flood. Mitigated, though. 4 fertilised tiles. Excellent. Let's have a quick look. Does he have a wonder in his capital? Yes, he does. He's got the Minakashi Temple. So, and he's also got... Kotoku Inn. So we can have a look. But yeah, I don't think it's possible. I mean, how would that work? Because they're not in your city's borders. So yeah, I don't think that's a thing. Zhengzhou is still alright for everything. A spaceport is probably... Let's get an industrial zone. Let's go ahead and get some more production. Don't want to put it next to the Seiyun. Now, we could get it here and get a +3. I know that was about to grow, but I ain't got time for waiting for stuff to grow. You're going to get the fish. And you ate to Babylon? That's not great, is it? But fine, whatever. It's a city-state quest complete, anyway. Right, this now should be ours. Yep, down to 0 health. And we get a free builder, thank you very much. And we get our spy back, we can send him somewhere else. Excellent. So you can just need gold, basically, and oil. Keep the city, yes. It's going to be unhappy for a while. Did we not get the builder? Did it not actually give us the builder for taking the city? That's weird. Build the monuments. I guess on the next turn I can upgrade you so that we can wait a couple of turns. So our spy comes back. Where are we? We could also attack this city. Kapayaka Wasi something. Because we've got a couple of cities across the coast. Yeah, Spy flees. That's because we took the city. Don't know why he has to flee. I mean, basically the city's ours. You don't have a lot of money. How much will you give me per turn? 2 gold per turn. Can probably do better than that, but... Hey, if somebody's willing to buy, I'll take it.
افرحوا معي يا أصدقاء لأننا أحرار من كل رغبة ويمكن أن نكرس وقتنا لإرادة الله.
What's he so happy about all of a sudden? Almost finished our first spaceport. Have circumnavigated the globe now. Made a bit of a mistake.
There may be no forgiveness for Palit.
Because I was already like at max golden era, golden age, and then I went and did that. I should have waited, but if I hadn't have done it, somebody else would anyway. So, let's promote this guy. I don't want to spend the gold upgrading him because I'd sooner get the missile cruiser. And you can move around here and you can get the upgrade on the next turn. Composites wind farms could be useful. Yeah, that's true. Well, I am in the last... I'm not giving you oil, no. I am in the last age, but didn't they add another age with the expansion? Nope, a lot of units coming my way. That's fine though. I can probably take them out with the missile cruisers.
With self-government is freedom, and with freedom is justice and patriotism.
Just diplomatic favour per turn, starting as a suzerain of a city-state doesn't really matter at all. Let's just have a quick look here. So we are in the information era. And there's the future era as well. So yeah, there is. We have the chance of getting one more golden age. One more golden age. Right, the spaceport is done. So let's start working on the satellite. You have built a university. So work on the research lab. You built the Wonder. Do you need a flood barrier? Which city is this? I guess you do have some tiles here that could flood. That's the easiest way to see that. Yeah, you do have some tiles that can flood. So we can have a look at a flood barrier. I've never built one before, so, you know, why not? What else are we going to build? It's only 4 turns. So you can see that's going to build a flood barrier now, which will stop these tiles from getting flooded. Seoul will need one at some point as well. Let's get the lighthouse. 19 turns to get the Statue of Liberty. Your harbour got destroyed as well. Let's get the granary first and everything else. I've done the nuking thing before. I mean, it's fun, but it just means you've got to sit there and build up nukes. You've got to get a load of uranium. Sometimes it's just not worth the hassle, you know? So I'm going to move down with this missile cruiser. Stay out of range of the city. This one's going to move into here. We can upgrade it on this turn. So now we've got 2 missile cruisers. Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's just, you know, give him one final up yours to the AI. But, you know, I've really been enjoying playing Civ 6 again. I really like this expansion. Now that I've sort of wrapped my head around the mechanics like power for cities and everything else, I will definitely be up for playing more games of this. Oh, we won the Nobel Prize in Physics. So that gives us +1 uranium per turn for each university. So now we're going to be getting, yeah, +7 from bonus sources because we have 7 universities. Okay, my uranium worries are now over. Our spy's not yet established, which is a little problematic. I am going to upgrade the cavalry. So that's more air escort. We now get an attack helicopter. Attack helicopters, I think, can capture cities. That's what I need it for. Still classed as a light cavalry unit. Sure, it can capture cities. Doesn't say anywhere where it can't. It must be able to. Because it still counts as a cavalry unit. Why can't we build this university? It must be adjacent to a Sayun and owned by this city. It requires a university. Do we not have a university? Oh, we don't have a Sayun. That's fine. So what do we bother getting here? I mean, we could get a theatre square. Do you know what might be worth doing is getting another aerodrome, and the reason for that is we might want to airlift units over onto this continent. Right, you guys are basically just going to skip your turns. Yeah, Scythian spy again. Right. Duplicates of the chosen luxury grant amenities. I have so much amber. I'm going to put some points in there. Ban the production of buildings of this type, or 50% discount on buildings of this type. Let's see if we can get a ban on coal, because I reckon that's what most people are going to be using. I already have them. Now, does this mean you have to get rid of ones you already have? I don't think it does. Chosen player gets 2 diplomatic victory points. That's going to be me. We'll put as many in there as we can. Competitions, World's Fair. Let's go for that then. Submit. Deity game. Yeah, well... I think I might try... Well, I'll definitely up the level, but I don't think I'll jump straight into Deity. Well, I don't have cotton, so that wasn't the one that I voted for. Coal power plant. Ban the production of coal power plants. Great, that went through. Diplomatic victory passed via the tiebreaker. Ooh, who was the other one? Oh, everybody else was voting the other way for other people to lose. But yeah, I got that, and the World's Fair passed.
All material things seem to...
We can build wind farms now as well. So this is basically gain score by generating great people points. Should work out fine for me. So we've got some diplomatic victory points. That's not a bother to me. Enemy spy, lost some gold, stuff and stuff. Nanotechnology, because we do need the Mars colony to complete the science victory. Do I want to build anything else here? Where are we? We're in this city. So we can start converting to nuclear power. We've got plenty of uranium now. Let's convert to nuclear. And we can get... Let's get Hong Kong for some more production. We can see the capital. Did I not move a spy over here? So yeah, you can steal great works, which is basically if they've got paintings or great works of writing and music and stuff like that. You can basically spawn rebels, you can steal money, you can steal tech, but I'm ahead of everybody by a long shot. You can reduce their loyalty and neutralise the governor. So we'll attempt to siphon funds. Not bothered about that unit there, although we can wipe it out with the attack helicopter. Sound went really weird there. So it does melee attack. I am going to move closer to this. I still can't actually see it from here. So we'll skip turns there. Enemy spy from an unknown civ has eluded capture and escaped. Right, so you can see me, but I can't see you. How is that fair? I thought I had a spy on the way. I'm over my trade route limit now. Obviously, we had an extra one from something. Yeah, 2 more turns until the other guy gets there. So let's just back out a bit. What's your vision range? Not good enough. I mean, I guess you could sit there and fortify. And then we can hit that because we are 3 tiles away. And missile cruisers do absolutely ridiculous damage. I mean, that's it. 2 shots and its defences are already down to 0, so it's not going to be able to even shoot at the attack helicopter. Oh, 1 more turn and that is mine. I do need to be careful because we know they do have units around here. Can't believe I didn't get that builder with it. Jinju, you can convert to nuclear power as well. Still 16 turns away from Statue of Liberty. Let's just convert to nuclear power wherever we can. Yeah, I love any unit in this game that has a 3-tile range, simply for the fact that they can outrange most other ranged units and they can outrange cities. It's the main thing. Cities only ever have a 2-tile defensive range. I also like the way in Civilization 5 didn't do this. In Civilization 5, a city can always fight back. A city always has the ability to attack units once per turn. But in Civilization 6, the fact that you only get city defenses if you have city walls. I do quite like that. So we've got this is our new spy, I think, who we probably want to have it in our capital. And we'll probably have them protecting the spaceport. So, on to the next turn. Still got Alex demanding money. How many turns away is he from his city flipping over?
Many, many rules had begun to bend at the hand of nanotechnology.
I think it just makes it a lot easier for you to jump in and try and... When the AI forward settles you, it's much harder for them to defend that city because it can't instantly start shooting back at you. So it makes it a lot easier to capture. Unlocks giant death robot upgrade. We don't even have giant death robots yet. What do we need to get giant death robots? Robotics. What do we need for robotics? Satellites. And we need satellites anyway, so we need to get advanced flight first. So we'll get that queued up. You're not a problem for me. Okay. Pella. Doesn't have a lot of population. So it's probably not worth getting too many of these things. It's growing quite slowly. Why is our growth so slow? And work on some tiles that give you a decent amount of food. There we go. That'll speed its growth up a little bit anyway. Still says 20 for some weird reason. Let's get a Sayun anyway. We don't want it to be next to any districts. Although anywhere we could build it. Yeah, we could put it there and get a +4. The miner gets science from it. Sure, let's go ahead and do it. I haven't played myself with the giant death robots, but I have seen my my good friend and fellow streamer Marbazir. He was using them, and yeah, they are quite good fun. Although, did they have giant death robots in Civ 5 as well? They did, didn't they? Because you had XCOM units and giant death robots, but I haven't played with the ones in Civ 6. So what do we want down here? This is that city that we recently took. The harbour needs repairing, so I guess we should do that. Yeah, it's new in Civilization 6, but they had them in Civ 5. They were part of the Brave New World DLC in Civ 5. No trade routes available. Can't do anything with this trade route because we basically we had an extra capacity that we've now lost. Right. I don't mind that, that's fine. The thing with the giant death robots in Civilization 5 though is you couldn't upgrade them. You can upgrade the ones in this. So that's another of their cities taken. And another builder that I'm not going to get to capture. We will keep the city. It is going to rebel. But oh man, if I could take their capital. They do have districts. So we would have to be careful about that. We can repair outer defences. Might as well, it's a little bit pointless. At least we're not losing this one. We need to get a builder over there though. Yeah, I'm going to take the capital. I'm just trying to work my way down there in a more logical order. Wow, I don't have a lot of money, do I? What do I keep spending it on? Oh, they've started another city up there. Would you look at that? Well, that's fine. I don't need to take that. I'm not trying to wipe them out or anything. I'm just trying to annoy them. See, they're moving a lot of units in now. Should probably get some walls there as soon as we can. You can get an upgrade. Hill outside friendly territory. I don't think they've got air units. Look at that. They can get +1 range. Like they need +1 range. Let's stay 3 tiles away so we can attack the district. That did less damage than I thought it would, but I guess the capital does have a lot more combat strength. Losing gold again. Spy mission was aborted. Let me get rid of the notifications. So we'll fortify until healed. This is still likely to flip over. Because obviously we're getting pressure from these two very big cities. We can always raise it though. So let's send you to another nation that we haven't spied on already. Oh, Alexander does have another city somewhere. He's got a guy. Let's go and spy on Scythia. She doesn't particularly like me much anyway, so no reason not to do that.
If God had really intended men to fly...
advanced flight. We're already working on satellites. Recommission nuclear reactor. Allows for the recommission of a nuclear reactor to increase safety measures and reduce the risk of a nuclear accident. Recommissioning resets the reactor age to 0. The older a reactor gets, the higher the chance of a nuclear accident will occur. What's going on with the sound effects? Why does it keep playing the same sound effect over and over again in the background? Something weird going on there. Oh, it's stopped now. There's nothing here that we really want to build. Probably didn't really need all of those spaceports, did we? Do we want to get the cathedral? No, because it would mean destroying something useful. What about the hermitage? I mean, I guess we could. Why not? We've got increased trade route capacity, which is great because we have a spare trade route. So we'll go to Zanzibar with it. Yeah, it bugged out, but it sorted itself out, so that's good. City losing loyalty. Yeah, we know about that one. How much loyalty is it losing? Yeah, massive amounts. There's absolutely no point at all in me sending a governor over there. I should have just raised it, actually. But we can do that when it flips again. Okay, fine. Let's keep working on this district. I don't think you can raise a city unless you take it, can you? Don't think there's the option to... There's nothing even in here. It's not like I can even sell anything. Yeah, once it rebels, I'll take it back, and it depends where my helicopter gets pushed out to be fair. We got sabotaged again, so... Oh no, we don't have a workshop here. That's right, we've just finished building the industrial zone. You don't have a power plant, but you don't need one. Let's get the hangar, because that's what we did. We built the airstrip. You can get a sewer. You don't need flood barrier. Might as well get the shipyard. 13 turns away from getting the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it's not a good city, and also I'm not sure if it works the same way. I think it does. If it's like Civilization 5, every time you capture a city, its population gets halved. So if I capture it from what it was originally, it's halved. If it rebels and I capture it again, it gets halved again. So it's down to 3 population now. It was like 7 when I took it. So it'll only have like 1...
In this sea,
2 settlers,
in the midst of this solitude, rises a great somber street.
Naval combat units to enter adjacent plots are granted their next promotion.
Like to the apples on the Dead Sea shore, all ash.
That's because we've just done satellites. I wondered why we'd suddenly found all this extra stuff on the map. So that's satellite storage.
A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin and culture.
Great. Choose a new civic. Mobilization is the only option we have. So we can see everything now, basically. So we can't work on the next thing. At least I don't think we can. No, not yet. There's pretty much nothing worth getting. Almost at our max districts. Don't have an aerodrome in the capital. It probably would make sense to have an aerodrome in the capital. Where could we get one? There? Oh, it's not a brilliant tile, so sure. We do need to get a builder. I keep forgetting about that uranium, although we're getting loads from... consuming 1 per turn. Accumulating 10 per turn, but only using 1 per turn. Is that right? Or are we on -1? Let's see if it goes down on the next turn. So I'm 95 now. Let's just get the sewer. Send envoys. Let's get the max bonus there. We're not going to get Suzerain because somebody else has got 22 envoys on it, but... Shipwrecks I'm not bothered about. You guys, you've got a promotion. Combat strength versus district defences. This thing's healing up pretty fast, so this might not work. Producing 10, consuming 1 for the 1 reactor you have. I thought I had more than 1 reactor because I did tell a lot of them to upgrade. I was sure I have more than 1 nuclear reactor. There is a way to see this. Is it this way? Doesn't tell me which reactors I've got. I've got to look at this thing, haven't I? So that's got a coal power plant. So that's Gyeongju. So that's got a coal power plant. That's got a nuclear power plant. So that's 1. That's coal. That doesn't have 1. That doesn't have 1. That's coal. That doesn't have 1. No, you're right then. Obviously I only have the 1. I was sure that there was a couple of them that I told to do it to. Yeah, fair enough. That does indeed make sense then, and once again I should trust what the UI is telling me. I guess I could send a spy to one of the city-states and try and flip it over. We could go to something like, well, Teddy's spying on me. Well, I prefer Hong Kong. Let's go to Hong Kong. Where's all the city-states gone? Hong Kong, there we go. We'll start kicking Sweden's envoys out. City needs food. So you're starving now, which is fine, but you're still going to rebel, so it doesn't really matter. All of these wondrous points. So that's going to rebel on this turn, so we'll have to deal with that.
Right now,
yep, there it
there
goes.
are 31 satellites.
There's satellites completed, so we are right here. Oh, it says minor wall damage. I would have expected us to do a lot more damage than that. Move a little closer. That would be a major defeat here, so we are just going to camp up. We should be able to take that out relatively soon. Barbarian camp, not my problem. Not my problem. Violent storm, also not my problem. Amenities, that is my problem. So, you do need to produce something. A seaport would give you housing. But you need amenities. Can't get a water park. No suitable locations. So it's going to be an entertainment complex then. So entertainment complex there. And then we will queue some stuff up here. We are going to queue up flood barrier, because it's only one turn. And the seaport. We know about that. Need more housing. So you're yeah, there we go. You're converting to a nuclear power plant. After that is done, you are going to queue up the sewer, because that'll solve the housing problem. And we've dealt with the amenities. Excellent. Choose research. Might as well just go for nuclear fusion. Now, just in case they start bringing some units around at the top, I guess we already have walls, don't we? So granary watermill, we'll just go down the usual list of stuff, I think. Hopefully we won't lose the helicopter here. These things are quite pesky. They are attacking the helicopter, but I'm also defending, so... What I want the helicopter for is taking the city. If the helicopter can survive that. How many shots are you going to have? There we go, we're at half health. Right, let's take the city if we can. Can always get another helicopter. Doesn't do a lot of damage to the defences, does it? Nope, still not low enough. I'm going to move out with the helicopter so that we can recover some turns. Choose a production. A hangar. Still need that builder. Keep forgetting. You are going to get the... Not yet, might as well get a factory. That's pellet again, so library for you. Trade routes. I mean, we could go to Gal. That would give us 14 gold, but I'd prefer getting the extra 2 science from New Orleans. How's the World's Fair doing? We're winning. Oh, we're not winning. Scythia is winning. Wow. I mean, I guess what I could do in some of my cities is I could move some of the population and put them... Although we are working a lot of the great people slots anyway. I mean, we might get second place. She's doing amazingly well. She does have a lot of land, though. A lot of territory there.
I am a big proponent of harnessing the power of fusion. From 93...
Okay, mission completed. Unit available promotions, the spy. Fabricate scandal. Counter spies. Well, we'll try that one. That sounds useful. Free city petitions civilization. So someone's just joined Sweden. Right, how are things going over here? So what I can do now is bring the helicopter back in. Enough to see the city. I mean, its health will recharge, but the defences won't. Defences have to be actively repaired. Still has defences left, I think, and I can't reach it on this turn anyway. So we're going to back out again. Hopefully it won't come after me. Unlocks giant death robot upgrade. Drone air defense. Do you know what? We could just get a giant death robot. We could get one and use it to come and stomp on these guys. Can they be purchased? They have to be built. Or can we not get them? Not seeing it on the list. Did I not unlock them yet? No, we need robotics. Why are we working on stealth tech? We want robotics. Need guided assistance first. Yep, let's get giant death robots. And for you, you're powered. Got housing. Got amenities. Spaceport's pretty useless. I guess we can just do campus research grants. Just start using some of these extra cities to give us tech now. You actually want to buy amber? For whatever reason. Won't give me a lot for it, but you will give me some. Excellent. Another barbarian camp, still spawning, all the way up there. I'll let them come to me, I think. So, we can launch moon landing. So let's get working on that. We can also work on Operation Ivy. Is there anything else here that you need to get urgently? No. So you work on Operation Ivy. Let us build thermonuclear devices. Palit can work on the university. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten I'd left this guy up here. I took this guy all the way over here to grab two... this is the unit that I took out to circumnavigate. And I took him all the way out here to grab two goody huts. And I left him on that island because he was being peppered by these quadremes. I'd completely forgotten he was there. Gain sources. Seems fair. Now then, you still have a bit of life left. That should be enough for us to take it now. Yes, yes it is. And that forces hit... Oh, it actually just gets rid of the unit straight up. And then we will raise the city. There we go. Hopefully the helicopter should be safe. It is out of most people's range. And you are going to carry on attacking the district because it's still not been repaired yet. We could... No, we haven't got much of a chance of getting rebels here. We could pop the governor out. Because the governor that's in there is can't remember his name now. Victor. And he increases the city's garrison combat strength by 5. And that's if he's not got any upgrades. So, unit defending within the city's territory get 5 combat strength. Your other cities within 9 tiles get 4 loyalty per turn. City cannot be put under siege. City gains additional range strike per turn. Yeah, so he's really good at defending a city, so getting him out there is great. I actually thought I was going to lose that musketman on the island, so what I did is I got him into the forest, and I mean, those quadremes don't do much damage to him. It probably will now because he's in the sea. But he was being mobbed by like 5 quadremes. So what I basically decided to do was try and heal him up, and I'm amazed that he managed it, but he did. So we've got our flood defences there. Let's get that airport. So what did we build? We built the hangar. Let's get the airport there as well. Volcano becomes active. It's not one of mine. World Congress is about to fire again. Let's have another quick look at how we're doing. So Kree is still leading the religious victory. Kree's actually leading the diplomatic victory now. He's halfway to a win. We're actually leading the culture victory. I'm not even actively trying. I'm already culturally dominant over Mali. So, religion. Yeah, Poundmakers managed to convert 2 other nations. So basically everyone on his continent has Hinduism. Doesn't look like there's much chance of being a religious victory. Diplomatic, obviously, Poundmakers ahead. We're 8. We're only 2 points behind. Culture. Yeah, we've got a massive amount of tourism. Even though I'm not actively trying. So 47. I mean, we're still, you know, Mansa is just really, really low because he's such a small nation. We've also got a huge amount of culture, so someone would have to get 276 tourism to be culturally dominant over us. The next one is Alexander, but he's only got 2 cities. Science, though, we're well on the way here. No one can even touch us. No one can even touch us on science. Nasty units around there. I'm going to leave this helicopter to fortify, because you guys can hit this place perfectly happily from where you are. And we're definitely going to get giant death robots. I always think that there's more wonders in this game than there is until you actually look at this list and you see them all laid out and you think there's actually not that many when you look at it. Oh, I don't know, 14 gold over the 3 science. I mean, we're massively ahead on science anyway, so I'd sooner have the gold for those giant death robots. And the World Congress. So we are being targeted as part of a military emergency. Obviously we're going to vote against that. If somebody attacks us, we'll just have to deal with it. And it failed. In fact, only 2 people voted for it, which was Poundmaker, put 2 votes in. And even Sweden voted against it. Interesting.
If you do not change direction, you may end up where you were heading.
So we can get rocket artillery now. We don't really need it. I could upgrade all of this artillery to rocket artillery, but I don't see the point. They have managed to slow this rebellion down quite considerably. Probably helps that they've got Victor over there as well. But it's still potentially going to rebel. We could force it to rebel, actually. There's a little trick that we can do. We'll wait until the university's built, though. We have some... That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to click on the actual unit that's attacking. I'm amazed that didn't get rid of it, actually. We probably need to build another ship, but it will... Oh, it could pillage something. It'll be fine. I'm going to stop stressing. Choose production. Genju. You don't need a spaceport. Build a nuke. We'll just have people building nukes. What do we want you to build? Right, enemy unit is set there, so you can't build that. We could build, potentially... Wow, 24 turns to get a destroyer. Maybe not then. Let's start work on the sewer. We'll get rid of that unit on the next turn. You can go to New Orleans. That looks like a decent route. And we can actually safely get you home. And for getting home, we will upgrade you to a new unit. Oh yeah, I'm not worried. I know that I've got this game in the bag now. Although I don't like to get cocky because there have been times when I've suddenly lost because something weird and unexpected has happened. So the district's defense is not quite at 0. Definitely getting there. Look at this, he wants to give me the city, he wants to give me gold, he wants to give me silk, he wants to give me his dirty old sandals. I'm sorry, Poundmaker, I have to take your capital city. It's just the rules. Not before going here and pillaging your trade route though. That has put me in range of the district, but we're going to take the defences down to 0, so it can't hit us back anyway. Oh no, it has actually somehow still managed to survive with some fortification. Helicopter can heal up for another turn then, that's fine. Building pillaged, of course. Let's go back over there. That's a little bit annoying. I'm not bothered about the sewer. Actually, we do need the sewer. We've got to rebuild the lighthouse and everything else. So we'll get the sewer first because we're at the housing cap. You're going to get an upgrade to mechanised infantry. You're our first mechanised infantry because you've been out there for so long. Got a trade route that we cannot use. Oh, it's because we just got the lighthouse pillaged. That was it. So you can go to sleep. We'll try and fabricate a scandal. Get some envoys out of there if we can. I love how Alex, with his tiny 2 cities, including one that wants to revolt, and he's still trying to make demands. I mean, that's dedication right there. Captured an American spy. Got a declaration of friendship with Teddy, and that's the second spy that he's sent to me. Alliance has expired. Need more housing. Is he willing to renew the friendship? No, he's still willing to do it. Alliances. Research alliance. Accept deal. Ask for promise. Promise not to spy on me. And he won't. He's not even willing to do that. I've got grievances against him now. Oh, Nikola Tesla. This district's buildings provide +2 production. This district's regional buildings reach 3 tiles further. I know exactly where he's going. He is... Right, let's build this research lab first. So there's Nikola Tesla, and this is the city I wanted him in, so that is fine. So you're going to go there and pop. So extra production. It'll reach that city as well. Cool stuff. You can fortify and heal. Oh, do you mean this city here? Are the only units I saw that she had? Or has she got some on this side? No, I don't think she's got anything. There were some over near the city-state, but yeah, she had some here. They've moved off now. That's fine. Religious unit. Still got some defences left, but that's fine because that means I can get XP for hitting it. Could get a couple more battleships, of course. It's not impossible. On to the next turn. Yeah, she's coming down here, but I don't think she's interested in me.
Museums are on the front lines of the fight for culture, of good with evil. In any case, of the fight against platitudes and primitiveness.
Excellent. I think I will be wrapping this stream
Robotics
up
has been around
soon.
forever, and it's been the next best thing forever. And it's so exciting
And
when they are preparing for war.
That's mainly because it is nearly 1:30 AM and I've been going for 2.5 hours. What we can do now is we'll actually build a watermill here, but if we can afford to buy one, giant death robot, 6,000 gold. Okay, maybe we won't just buy a giant death robot. Start working on these. So one of the things that they've added now, when you get into the future era, we can't see any of them yet. Oh, yes, we can. Yeah, Seasteads is the first one in the future era. So when you see these, the reason they say unrevealed is because the order changes. So there's always the same things, but they'll be in different places. Maybe I don't need Seastead. Maybe we get Stealth Tech first. Before we try and get to a golden era before we move into the next one. I still need to get a builder over here. We can afford a builder. New governor title. Is it worth promoting you? Yeah, let's get some... No, we don't need that. Not sure that I need to... Let's get Amani because we can actually send her to Hong Kong and help to try and steal that. Ideology is the only civic we've got left to play. Now, this is the city, well, one of the cities. Yeah, I'll probably win this game tomorrow. If I just stream tomorrow, should have some time to do some. So, yeah, down here at the bottom. Oh no, I can't do it because I don't have a. I don't have an entertainment complex. Well, let's get one. And this might seem pointless, and it kind of is. We could probably do it with Pella if we had that research lab, but we don't. But basically, there's a project that you can work on in the city that increases happiness in your city, but also increases revolt desire in neighbouring cities. What are you doing up here, America, with that cavalry army? Again, it's like I've built all of the stuff that was useful, and now it's just... Oh, let's get that builder so we can get that uranium. Not that we need it, because we're nearly at the cap. We will be on the next turn. Free policy slot. Unit maintenance reduced by 2 gold per turn. 194. 252, so that saved us like 60 gold a turn. Well, actually, it saved us less than that, because we were saving 1 gold per turn, but that one disappeared. So, yeah, let's finish this off. Yeah, they shouldn't attack me. I need to move closer in. Can't do it on this turn. But we can start attacking the city now. How long is it going to take those walls down? It's got 107 defensive strength now. It's barely going to tickle the defences. Yeah, look at that, -6. It's because Victor's in there. We did get a promotion, though. So that's good. Enemy spy escaped. Being denounced by her. Fine, whatever. You want to give me a lot of money and your sandals and the city. Still going to refuse for now. Are you trying to attack me with this guy? Seriously? I very much think that would be
here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning.
Excellent. So +4 diplomatic victory points. That's why I built her.
In art and dream, me.
So, you get a promo. Combat strength versus city defences. Which is better than having the extra shot, to be honest. So, let's keep hitting it. You're just going to fortify until healed. Enemy spy sabotage production. You get in the capital as well. I was counter spying that. And they even got away. Okay, telecommunications it is. Jinju. Guess it's the arena and the zoo. Although we could get ourselves a... I don't really like aircraft carriers and destroyers and things like that, but we could get ourselves a missile cruiser army. Now, it's 18 turns, which is a lot, but I've got the Venetian arsenal, so we'll get 2. So that makes it much better. Let's get the... No, max housing. Let's get the sewer. Need the flood barrier as well. Are we likely to flood anytime soon? No. I don't think so. What are we going to do with you? And try and siphon funds. We can try and steal... I actually could steal tech from her. How does that work? Because she's surely nowhere near me on the tech tree. Poundmaker's the closest. Poundmaker has... science. He has 48 techs to my 68 techs. I'm 20 techs ahead of the guy. You want to buy my cocoa? You don't have a lot of money, do you? Oh, you will literally give me all but 2 of your gold. Fine. I don't know why he hasn't just given up and gone home by this point, because he's getting completely wrecked. You're attacking my helicopter. It's technically melee versus melee, so they do take damage back. And we get a promotion. Oh, they're coming forward with a field cannon army now. So, what? Oh, flooded river. That's in Palenque, so that's not my problem. There's the aerodrome. Right, you've got a promotion. Combat strength versus naval unit. Let's just go for heal outside of territory, because we had taken some damage, and then we can get the better promotion. Your promotion. Combat strength versus anti-cavalry. That'll be useful. And you can hit that field cannon. Field cannon army, we're going to take half of his health away in a single shot. So that's always good. What have we got going on there? Diplomatic victory... Oh yeah, we got 4 diplomatic victory points. So we should be leading diplomatic victory now as well. Yeah, we are. Got 12 of 20. World's Fair. We're still in second place, but only just. We're so close to just pipping first. There's still 12 turns remaining. It would be nice to get that diplomatic victory point. I mean, we could do something to artificially gain them, I suppose. Great scientist points if we do campus research grants. Let's just do that again. Hey Sparrow, how are you doing? You are a little bit late. I'm about to finish the stream, actually. Well, I did say that about 3 turns ago, and I'm still going. Yeah, things have been going quite well. Not that far away from getting a victory. It's probably not going to be in this stream. I probably will have to finish it another time, but definitely on for a science victory. So, what do I do here now? Is it worth doing anything with this city? I guess you could just work on research grants as well. Let's just try and win that World's Fair prize. Could end up with a surprise a surprise diplomatic victory. I've got a spare builder here. I'm going to go and build a wind farm because I've never actually built one, so... Field cannons are firing at my missile cruisers. Oh, he's really bringing everybody home, isn't he? He's scared. We've neutralised the governor. That should make this city a lot easier to deal with. But we do need to take the units out first. Our missile cruiser has won the day. I think that's because we defeated an army. I'm going to attack this because I want to keep its health down. The helicopter has recovered. I mean, I could go and pillage that. The helicopter will take hits back from this thing. Oh, we got the unit that was in there as well. Excellent. Could build ourselves some more nukes. Still don't need power. Well, that's good. 29 turns for a giant death robot. He's not got anything better to do, has he? Success in neutralising the governor. Need more amenities. Yeah, we'll sort that out later. Housing problems. Barbarian camp. There. That could potentially be a problem. Because it could cause issues with some of my trade routes. So we'll go down and say hello. Could have upgraded that to a mobile, mechanised infantry actually, but never mind. So what could we do here? It's not like we can really do anything to make it easier for us to attack it. We'll try and sabotage his production then. Civ 5 is an excellent game, and I think it should be in absolutely everyone's collection if you love strategy games. I'll be honest, the very first time I played Civ 5, I really wasn't into it. I actually got it free when I bought XCOM. And the first time I played it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if this is for me. But that was vanilla Civ 5. And then I went back to it when Brave New World came out.
I want to see you.
And I don't regret it at all. I'm going to get out of there because we're taking a lot of damage. We are going to continue firing at these units. We will eventually get to... Oh, there's another one. We will eventually get to attack the capital. Wow, 3 of those in a row now. Because missile cruisers are just so good. Spy mission aborted. More barbarian. That one we know about. Where's the other one? That's definitely not my problem. Choose research. We are definitely into the last era now. So, air strength for giant death robots. Ranged attack for cities and encampments plus 30 range strength. That's nice. Oh, awards 1 diplomatic victory point. I mean, we might as well, right? I don't think we're going to have time for that robot, unfortunately. It's loads of turns. It's 6,000 gold to build one, and I can't afford to build to buy one. It's our first wind farm, 4 era score. Definitely guaranteed a golden age now. Could siphon funds there, sure. And that is the end of the turn, and I think I'm going to end the stream there. Sorry for those who have just joined, but so I've been going for almost 3 hours now, 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I don't want to end up starting to play this tomorrow and then ending up with a 30-minute stream, so give myself a little bit of time to finish it off on another day. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for the fact that you've dropped by for the last 3 or 4 nights. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me because, as I've said before, I'm just getting back into streaming, and you know, despite having 14,000 followers on the channel, I usually only get 2 or 3 people drop by for the stream, so I really do appreciate when you come out to watch. So thanks again, guys. And good night. I will see you on the next stream.